Hi.
So, different video today. This is a Lawrence film. And that is because we recently found this chair in a charity shop for £25.
Very reasonable.
It's bonkers. And it is an old chair, but it has seen better days. So Lawrence is going to restore it. With a tiny bit of help from me and Mum just right at the end.
Yeah. I haven't done anything like this, so...
No, this is the most you're ever going to have seen of Lawrence, and
Yep.
the most you're ever going to have seen of our dining room and our cat. So we hope you enjoy, and let's go.
So I reckon that the first job will be cleaning it, I reckon. And then I think what I'll do is we'll put in a voiceover of what we've kind of researched about this chair, because I don't know a lot about it. I think it's a library chair. That was the one thing we did see on our very quick look around. But yeah, let's see what we can get out of it first with just a little bit of a clean, a little bit of elbow grease.
Hello.
Hello.
So me and Mum are here to tell you some history about this chair. We believe that it's a 1920s to 1930s arts and craft style library or book chair. And the side pockets are specifically for storing your books.
Very cool.
And the armrests are high for privacy, to either hold your book below it or for resting your arms on to hold a book comfortably. And I have tried it, and it works very well. It may be Dutch, or at least influenced by the Amsterdam School or Hague School furniture. So, and Google lensing it looks like a lot of very expensive chairs
Very.
in the thousands. So yes, as Lawrence said, today he is going to restore it and then add new fabric, because the fabric is not original.
No.
That has been added probably decades after the chair was made. So we are going to put some new fabric on. Let's go.
So I reckon first of all we're just going to start just giving it a nice warm water bath. No extra chemicals or anything like that. Just start with a little bit of warm water, maybe a tiny dash of fairy liquid, I reckon. See where we go with that. Can already see there's quite a lot coming off. I don't know who did the upholstery on that originally, but I think we can do a little bit better than that. Just thought I'd come show the previous upholsterer's job. I mean, I'm not an upholsterer myself. Sorry if you're a tiny bit squeamish, but yeah, this bit's a bit... This is, I think, what all kind of sofas and chairs just suffer from. Old kitchen knife, by the way. Don't still use this. Just generally grime. So I think we've got the top half done. I think now we're going to flip it over and try and clean the bottom half. really looked too much at the bottom half, so this is quite interesting. Doesn't look too bad, just only a couple of like kind of scuffs and various X markers. Don't know if that was done, but it probably wasn't done by the marker, I imagine, the maker. Yeah, let's give that a clean. So I think that looks pretty good now. I reckon we'll probably give it a bit of an anti-bac clean now with like a diluted solution, and then see where we are from there. Probably let it dry for a bit. So yeah, you can see that the back of this is completely intact. We could like do a patch repair on this. I'm not really sure. I think we'll try and salvage this and patch repair it. There's not really, annoyingly, not all the materials there. I mean, a lot of it's just falling on the floor. So we'll see what we can do with it. I mean, first of all, we're going to take this all off, I reckon, the behind. So yeah, I bought some replacement upholstery tacks to replace these, but I think I'm going to see how they look, just if I can try and salvage them as I go, because we're changing this material, changing it to something we ordered online that just kind of has the same kind of feel but is a bit more us. There we go, first one out. That was quite a lot of effort, just that one tack, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, first one down. That was a bit bent, unfortunately. I have a feeling we're going to have to replace these. So we're going to do a reel of what's underneath it. I've already seen. Ta-da! It's just some white fabric. This is probably the original fabric. I know this, to me, doesn't seem like... I mean, to be honest, this could actually be the same time as they upholstered that. Because yeah, that looks like the original. It's going to be fun when we try and... I want to refoam this, so I'm going to have to be very careful when we deal with this part. But yeah, we're going to keep taking the tack out. We're going to keep taking the tacks out. think I'm going with the mentality that we're not salvaging these tacks, just because half of them were clearly bent when they were first nailed in. So I think we're just going to replace them completely. Luckily I bought some. So all the tacks are now removed. Remove the fabric that was originally on there. I'm going to keep this in case Kate wants it. I don't know if she uses it for one of her projects maybe. And yeah, we exposed the kind of white cotton cover that probably was just originally to keep in the foam and just keep it kind of tidy. I can see the foam underneath it. There's also a bit of underlay there as well. But I think what I'm going to do first, because a lot of dust kind of kicked up, I'm going to give it another quick wipe over, and then probably take the foam out, I think. Because I think we're trying to just take it from the back here, and then we can always reinsert through there and then patch over this part, I reckon. See how easy it is. It feels alright. Oh, there's like a kind of wool underlay there. Probably should be wearing a mask, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, it's coming out pretty easily. Cool. It's all gone wrong here. Pause here. Just all fell off for a second there. So let's just get this out. Whew. There we go. That's the original foam. You can probably see as well there's some of the woolen insert as well there, which we're going to keep in there. Just going to try and reline it back to where it was originally. So yeah, that's the foam insert that was in the back taken out. I've ordered a piece of foam now that will go in this part and in the back, so two separate parts. With the bottom part though, with the original, or with, I say original, with what was on it, there's kind of a 2-inch thick piece of foam. We're going to go for a 4 inch thick, which hopefully, when you saw the original, how it was, it looked quite low. And honestly, when you sat on it, it wasn't very comfortable either. So I think when we get the 4 inch foam on it, it'll have just that tiny bit more give in it. Also, it will hopefully look a bit better. So probably what I'm going to do now is I've got some quadruple zero steel wool, and we're just going to very lightly go over all of this, just to kind of even it out a little bit. And then after that, I think we'll put some Danish shawl on it. So yeah, let's get started. think this is basically what the Danish oil is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
Bring the colour back. Liking where it's at the moment. Just giving it a wipe down now, just to kind of get off all of the excess dust and stuff like that. And I reckon now I want to tackle these little nails. I'm just going to see if I can give them the light hammer back in. Some of them will just kind of come out over time, I imagine. Just to see if I can neaten that up a little bit. We're at a stage now where we've kind of taken a lot of the grain out. We've kind of accentuated a lot of the older features, which looks really nice. Let's move that a bit. And I think we're going to probably use some Danish oil now. Probably use it on a small bit at the back first, just to see how it looks. But I think it will look really nice. It'll probably bring out a lot of the colour. Yeah, let's see how it looks. So I figured in here is probably a good place to test it, because it's kind of a place that you're not going to see a lot of, even if we do mess it up. So let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's kind of what I was expecting it to do, to be honest. Just gives it that look when you've just kind of washed it. Yeah, I think we can safely put that all over.
What have we just learnt?
That this has got to dry for 6 hours before the next coat. And it suggests 3 coats.
Okay. That's fine.
Spilt it.
How much did you spill?
Quite a lot. Whoopsie. Let's soak that up with the rag.
Mm-hmm. And then just add it.
And add it on. So yeah, when replacing this, I'll probably cut a piece of really like 1mm or 3mm plywood just to go on the bottom of it. So then when we reupholster it, it'll just be a bit better than this.
Nice, yeah, sounds like a good idea.
So it's been a couple of days since we've done anything to this. We had to order all of our foam and the material that we're going to be putting on this. I think in terms of what's left for it, we just need to, I think we're going to put some wax on this, get some wax all over it, and then we'll start upholstering the new seat with the new material. Other than that, I think that should be pretty much it now, I think. Getting close. So the fabric we're going to use is this stuff. We found it online and we thought perfect, because it's similar to what was originally on there, but just a bit nicer. I think it's I don't know. Well, it's more me and Kate, so for that it makes more sense. Also, it's a slightly more kind of it's a better quality material generally as well, so it makes a big difference, and hopefully it'll make the chair look great. Also, we pre-cut some of the foam, so the foam is ready to kind of be inserted in the places it needs to go. So that will be just a case of reupholstering. We also need to cut a piece of wood just to go on here, but I think I have a piece of scrap wood from another project that's actually already the right width, so I just need to do one cut, and then that's good to go and ready to start upholstering that really. So I reckon first and foremost we'll get some beeswax polish on there, just to kind of get it where we want it. Then whilst that dries we can work on the upholstery. So that's probably it waxed down. I'm quite happy with it. It looks really nice. I think next I'm going to try and get the backlining foam back in there, which taking the last bit was a bit awkward. So hopefully getting it back in is a bit easier. Okay, so we've got our foam. We've got our hole. Because I think this part is probably going to be Kate has to do after the fact. I don't know if it's easy to just cut. Let's see how we do. So we've got our that way around. We're going to try and bit of wax there that I didn't properly rub in. Brilliant. Let's try and get that in there. Yeah. Okay, that's not going to work. I reckon if we make an incision that way, we can work with the rest of it. At least then we've got something to work with. I don't really know where to cut at the moment. I think I probably will follow along this line here. So hopefully Kate, when she sews it back in, it will look a lot better. So we're going to go for it. Now I'm worried that the foam that I've got is too big for the seat that I'm trying to put it in. Let's try it. So it's in, but unfortunately we've declasped the material that was on there originally. So yeah, we've put the foam in the back, but I think we're going to have to either repair this or put another patch at the back, but I'm going to wait to see what Kate has. For now though, we can get on with the bottom. So the bottom might just need to cut a piece of wood from this piece, which is already luckily more or less the right width. So that should be all good. Just literally need now to cut the length out of it. And then yeah, we can crack on with the rest of it. I feel like around now would be a nice time to have like a big table, but I don't have one. Well, a big table that you can work on. Obviously I've got that table, but it's not the same. Right, so we've got a staple gun, but first of all we're going to check where the pattern's lying underneath it. So I'm just going to fold it over like this, just to see where it's laying. To be honest, it's not too bad. It's like wrapping a present, isn't it? So let's have a look and see what it looks like. I think that's pretty good. And considering you're not going to see the bottom of it, it doesn't really matter too much, does it? I think it just, as long as it's better than what was originally done to it, which was stapling it directly to the foam. At least this, you have a lot more control over it. Yeah, looks good. For reference, this is the original tack. You can probably see it's just kind of like a brassy colour. And a lot of them came out really bent. Like, I mean, no matter how much I tried, really difficult, they were like ever so slightly bent, which is just, you know, I'm not going to be able to work with that. And then here's the new one. So, not wildly different, to be honest. So, which is really good. They're just, this is a bit, you know, not as aged. So, very good. Me and Kate came in and decided that I think best foot forward at the moment is to actually replace this with the new fabric. just because it will stay consistent, then it will look better. And also we're going to get rid of this sheet wool, just because it was getting a bit lumpy, and to be honest I think it's probably past our skill set, so we're just going to stick with the foam, and then we'll go from there. That will kind of go inside of here. Trying to think of what the best approach is for this. It might even be easy to take these tacks out, start fresh. So we take this off. Okay, so we've got that back on, the foam is in, and it also looks pretty good from the back. Quite happy with that. So we just need to get our part tacked in. We just need to tack in the actual main sheet now, and hopefully the foam will move about where it needs to. Awesome. So I've attached the top, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably staple in the bottom, just so it makes it easier to pull this taut, and then we'll tack it after the fact. I needed reinforcements.
Upholstery's hard.
Where's the middle? Is that the middle?
Yeah,
Oh!
follow.
So that is the point. You take your middle. This edge up here needs to be done again, I think.
Okay.
I don't know though, might be alright.
Staple, darling. Staple.
Where?
Here. So here is the final chair.
Looks very pretty.
It's really pretty. I really like it. I think Lawrence did a very good job. Although upholstery is very difficult. He enjoyed it, but it's clearly, you know, it's the first time we've ever done anything like this.
I've upholstered
Yes.
things, but that's why I was called in to help.
Yes. But yeah, and I think the fabric we chose goes really nicely. There's our cat. There is Beans, who you've never really seen before.
That's why.
Because she's like that. She does want fuss sometimes, but only on her
Own
her
terms.
But it's really comfy. It looks really good in the living room. This film, you have seen more of the dining room than you've ever seen before.
And the cat.
And the cat. Look how pretty she is, though.
Pretty and aloof.
Yes, pretty and aloof. But there's already been 2 other furniture purchases to restore and change. So, Lawrence's shoes. We will probably do some more. I hope you're all being kind to Lawrence.
You can see his sliders in the
Yeah,
background.
his shoes, yeah. Awful shoes. But I hope you're all being kind to Lawrence in the comments. It's the first time he's done a film on his own. So, yeah, there'll probably be some more furniture. This is the original. It does, in person as well, it looks much more different than it does. Like, the wood looks so much better in person.
No,
Yeah. Yes. There will be some more furniture jobs, and then you'll see them in the tours coming out soon of other rooms of our homes. So we hope you enjoyed.
I'm going to see the aloof cat again here.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. Please all be lovely to Lawrence in the comments.
Be kind.
And we will see you soon.
Blatantly bribing her with treats.
Yep. Bye.
Bye. I just want to watch this bit where she does what she does. I'm gone.
Yep.